Welcome back to Ego and Empathy, the podcast where we explore the psychology behind human behavior and the subtle ways it shapes our lives. I'm your host, Mandy, and today we're diving into a question that so many people silently wonder about. Why are we attracted to narcissists? Because here's the truth. It's not about weakness or lack of self-worth. It's about psychology, chemistry, and sometimes childhood conditioning. Let's unpack that together. At first, a narcissist feels magnetic. They're confident, charming, and deeply attentive. They make you feel seen in a way that's almost intoxicating. It's like they've unlocked a part of you that no one else ever noticed. But that intensity, that rush, isn't love. It's emotional activation. It's your nervous system lighting up in response to something that feels familiar, even if it's not safe. For many of us, that familiarity comes from early experiences. A parent who was unpredictable, a caregiver who gave love inconsistently, or a home where you had to earn affection. So when a narcissist gives you love one moment and takes it away the next, it feels strangely normal. Your body remembers the pattern, and your mind mistakes that intensity for connection. That's one of the key reasons we're drawn to narcissists. Not because they're good for us, but because they trigger something deep and unresolved within us. Another powerful force is mirroring. At the beginning, narcissists study you carefully. They listen, observe, and reflect back everything you want to see. Your dreams, your humor, your values, they echo them perfectly. You think, finally, someone who understands me. But what you're seeing isn't empathy, it's imitation. They're building a connection based on your blueprint, not their authenticity. And that's what makes it so convincing. Then comes the shift. The warmth cools. The validation turns into criticism, and the very qualities they once praised in you become the ones they use against you. You start questioning what changed. You blame yourself, try harder, give more, hoping to bring back that version of them from the beginning. But that version wasn't real. It was the hook. So why do you stay? Because your brain is caught in a powerful cycle, reward and withdrawal. The highs release dopamine, the lows create anxiety, and your mind becomes addicted to chasing those early highs. It's not love, it's intermittent reinforcement, the same principle that keeps people coming back to slot machines. You never know when the next reward will come, so you keep trying, hoping, waiting. Here's another layer. Empaths and fixers are especially vulnerable. If you're someone who naturally wants to understand, to heal, to help, a narcissist senses that immediately. They see your empathy as an opening, a resource they can use. And because you believe in potential, you'll tolerate patterns that slowly erode your self-trust. You're not naive for loving deeply. You were simply loving from your heart, while they were playing from their ego. So, how do you break the pattern? It begins with awareness. Recognize what feels like love but isn't. Intensity, urgency, and obsession. Those aren't signs of connection, they're signs of control. Next, redefine what attraction feels like. Healthy love is calm. It's steady, not dramatic. It doesn't make you anxious or small. It makes you safe and seen. And finally, heal the part of you that confuses chaos with care. Because once that wound starts to close, narcissists stop feeling magnetic. They start to feel draining. That's when you know you've reclaimed your power. You're not broken for being attracted to narcissists. You were responding to old patterns you now have the power to rewrite. Healing doesn't mean you stop loving. It means you start loving differently, with awareness, with boundaries, and with self-respect at the center. That's it for today's episode of Ego and Empathy. If this conversation resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And make sure to subscribe, because next week we'll explore another hidden form of narcissistic control, financial abuse. How it starts, why it's so hard to spot, and what you can do to protect yourself. Until then, take care of your mind, and remember, awareness is the beginning of freedom.